Number 10.
It's Flanderize its cast and Jump the Shark. Eventually, a long-running program reaches the most dreaded of television trope, milestones, Flanderization and jumping the shark. When these occur, that's over, the show is on the life support and nothing more can be done besides pulling the plug. First off, there is Flanderization of the cast. When porn stars first began, each of the guys had realistic roles. Rick was a knowledgeable straight man who could negotiate the deals. The old man was grieved but likable. Corey was a young up-and-comer trying to prove himself, while Chandler was a romantic relief who still knew enough to work the shop if he had to. Plus, they could all interchange roles if need be. Now they're so scripted, there is no room for anything else besides each guy's one rule and dialogue. Even the sellers who come in could all be the same uniform individual rather than the colorful characters from the show's infancy. Then there is the shark jumping, which is when a show turns to cheap gimmick and outrageous scenarios to get those precious views. Porn stars is hardly advised for crazy historical item people bring in anywhere. But what stupid antique chimby is going to be this week, or what generation gap then the old man is going to complain about this time. Plus, the supposed outrageous plot might be somewhat entertaining, but are also painful to watch because they have already been done so many times before. There is no just jumping to the shark, they're jumping the same shark all the damn time.
Number 9.
Rick is losing interest. After a while, everyone suffers a little burnout from their career, but the burn that the host on one of the TV biggest show is something else entirely. Rick Harrison, that faced the porn stars, didn't know what he was going into when his show went on the air. I figured that the show would mean free possibility and free publicity would mean more business. But everyone told me that no one wants to watch a show about 4 fat guys in a pawn shop.
Number 8.
They fired a female co-worker for being naked online. Porn Stars is far from the only bastion of sexism, but is seemingly going out of its way to be sexist. Namely, when it outrage fired a woman simply because she had been naked online. And not like a day before or anything. The show, whose very freaking name is a pun on Porn Stars, fired one of their workers, Olivia Blake, because she used to be foreign. Like what? Wouldn't that make your show seem more authentic? No one to take a sexist finally lying down. Blake sued Porn Stars, well, being awful, though the legal term was discrimination. Her role was to get back on the show. He hadn't been fired from the pawn shop, just fired from the show about the pawn shop, because that's not confusing. Ultimately, she decided the shop and the show weren't worth it, and so she went back to nude modeling. We're going to say she made the right choice, since the show is clearly a sinking ship. Its social backwards does not help their cause. Either there are plenty more acceptable pawn shops where people can get more money for their vintage music box or whatever.